Daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Subscribe to the channel, follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Prince Miller Entertainment, Facebook, Prince Miller Entertainment, Facebook group, Prince Miller Entertainment TV. We're available on Twitter at P Miller ENT. Follow us on Twitter and we follow back. Welcome to another edition of our daily news, breaking news, everyday news. Today is the 6th of April 2022, and so guys, here's the latest. The Zimbabwe Electoral Commission ZEC has been accused of issuing a voters roll with color pictures to Zanu PF candidates while denying the same to the opposition in what critics says amounts to vote fraud. This is the second time in weeks that the electoral management body has been taken to task over the voters roll after it denied ownership of a voters roll which was exposed by data experts as being littered with irregularities. Citizens called for change. CCC being a note later, Prince Dubekos Banda yesterday claimed that Zanu PF's Victoria Falls local authority candidates in the March 26 by-elections, Musa Ngube and Gulakwashe Mavula Musaka, were given copies of the voters roll with the color image of the voters. While ZEC always denies the opposition access to the voters roll with pictures, it clandestinely released it to Zanu PF in the just ended by-elections. ZEC should be disbanded, Dubekos Banda claimed, and he repeated the claims when contacted for comment yesterday, but ZEC spokesperson Jasper Ngwana yesterday denied that the electoral management body had issued a voters roll with color images to Zanu PF and stopped short of saying it was leaked by its officials. He said an internal investigation has been launched. We've asked the operational guys to look into the matter since we do not give political parties the voters roll with pictures. We want to understand what really transpired, he said. In February, ZEC said a defective copy was leaked by its employees who were allegedly later suspended and later summarily dismissed from work. Zanu PF Matabele North chairperson Richard Moyo said he was not aware of the allegations. I'm not aware of these claims, he said. The CCC complained ahead of the polls that ZEC had blurred the party symbol and candidates' images on some ballot papers used in the polls. The voters' roll was a contested document ahead of the polls, with the CCC saying the document was not credible after discrepancies were uncovered. ZEC, however, argued that there were attempts to discredit the electoral management body. CCC interim Deputy Secretary for Elections Ellen Shiriedenga yesterday accused ZEC of unfair practices. We've countless times requested ZEC to provide us with a voters roll with images, but it was always denied as the opportunity to have the sight of it. It always cites security reasons and the need to protect private information, Shiriedenga said. Recently, we had issues of people with the same name and surname, but the only difference being the last two digits on the voters roll. This is one of the reasons a voters roll with images is important. Independent election watchdog said claims that only Zanu PF was given a voters roll with color images of voters were disturbing. With election resource center programs manager Solomon Bobo Sibunu saying this amounted to vote rigging. If the allegations are true that one political party got the voters roll with pictures and the other did not, then it is unfair practice. It creates a titled playing field. When we look at the electoral principles and practices everywhere else, political parties must be given materials that are equal and uniform, Bobo Sibunu said. Zimbabwe Election Support Network chairperson Andrew Makon added the playing field must be even, and such discrimination does not go well with the conduct of democratic elections. ZEC must treat all political parties participating in an election equally. It is important to have pictures in the voters roll so that the election officials can see if the persons appearing before them intending to vote is the same person. This reduces chances of cheating or people voting on behalf of others. The voters roll, which is being inspected by citizens and members of the public before voting, must be the same voters roll to be used on the day of voting. This will allow errors to be attended to. So guys, that's the latest here, which is 100% true. I mean, the voters roll, which is being inspected by the citizens and members of the public before voting, must be the same voters roll to be used on the day of the voting. And and this will allow errors to be checked kunoti zvisva zita rako surname yako neaddress ichokwadi here chichiri kuitika kuti kana pasina mufananidzo wemunhu zvinonetsa kuziva kuti ndiye prince wacho here kana kuti ndemumwe munhu, because mumwe munhu angosa kutongotora id yangu otongoenda otokunovhota on my behalf and because pane pasina picture inenge iripo next nezita rangu inini and so ZEC is always blaming other people, employees, they've leaked this, they've leaked that. Ngawambobuditsawo mazita ema-employees acho ka kuti tibva taziva kuti prince uyu ashanda kuZEC basa rakapera because akalika voters roll, akalika this document because you guys you keep on saying that someone else leaked. People are suspended, people are being dismissed. Musingatiratidze mazita awo, musingatiratidze maface awo. Saka chichi chikuitika I think it's a big cover up kuitwa kuZEC. And so ZEC needs to be 100% upfront with the people, especially by panyaya voters roll, because you cannot go into an election whereby other political parties running wasna voters roll while the main ruling party in a voters roll in a picture is color. Anzoni my employees akalika voters roll to those people. So I mean it doesn't make sense. But anyway, I hope that ZEC will sort out this whole issue voters roll before the next year's elections. Otherwise chaona back and forth. And it's very clear that the opposition political parties next year they're gonna be fighting with ZEC, Zanu PF and ZRP. Those are the three institutions that chaona next year achingotaura nezvavo in the headlines: ZEC, ZRP neZanu PF. Yeah, those are the three main institutions which are gonna be on target next year for my political parties, my opposition political parties, and they will be contesting for my presidential elections. Remember, it's not only CCC, there are almost like 100 plus. Yes, 100 plus. Maybe out of those 100, maybe 20 or 25 who are gonna be putting their presidential candidates on the line for my elections next year. And because in Zimbabwe, everyone wants to be a president, no one wants to be a follower. No, that's why we have so many opposition political parties, and which is a good thing, because the democratic right for everybody to even form a political party. And so as I told in the comment section, this is a daily news, breaking news, everyday news. ZEC needs to clean his house. ZEC needs to do things professional, and they don't need to be aligned to any political party. They are independent. Do one vachinotarisira kuti vave transparent, vave vari pakati pechumuti, and vave vanoridza pito panenge pakanganiswa vachitaura kuti ningikini vatadza, ningikini red card, yellow card, and not kuti ivo vangorerekera kuside one chete. And so let's hope that ZEC will uphold its constitutional mandate to hold free, fair and credible elections next year, 2023. Guys, this is a daily news, breaking news, everyday news. Bless up.